We interrupt our programming right now for a Two on Your Side special weather alert. We continue to track some pretty heavy lake effect snow slamming parts of western New York at this hour. Good afternoon. I'm Scott Levin.
And I'm Mary Alice Demler. Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz says 3 deaths are now being blamed on these 2 lake effect storms. Just within the last hour, Governor Kathy Hochul said she is encouraging employers to send staff home early today so they can get home safely. And we've just learned that Tops Markets is closing all of their Erie County locations at 4 p.m. Now here's a look at the latest travel bans for Erie County. The travel ban in the city of Buffalo is south of Broadway, so that includes South Buffalo, Kaisertown, Lovejoy, and the Old First Ward. There's also a travel ban in the city of Lackawanna and in the towns of Hamburg, Orchard Park, West Seneca, Lancaster, and Cheektowaga.
All right, right now here is a live look over downtown Buffalo. You can see pretty dark clouds up above, the ground completely covered in snow, and it is continuing to come down here and across much of the area. For the latest on the system, let's head right over to Storm Team 2 meteorologist Jennifer Stanonis.
She is live in the Weather Center, and Jen, this is a moving storm.
Round 2 continues of the accumulating lake effect snow, and yes, that band continues to slowly shift southward. And there we go, lake effect snow warning continuing to include Erie County, where we could see an additional foot of snow plus from the lake band. We also have the winter weather advisory continuing until 7 p.m. for Niagara County, as we are seeing 3 to 6 inches of snow there. Already several inches reported there from that lake band. It did affect much of the Niagara County into Orleans County for much of today so far, but it will continue to shift southward. And as we zoom in, you can see Cambria now cleared of the snow as it continues to shift south, but we still deal with some heavy snowfall through Pendleton into Wheatfield, North Tonawanda. Right now, snowfall rates anywhere from 1 to 2 inches per hour, but as it shifts south, it is expected to intensify and could be reaching around 3 inches per hour with those snowfall rates once again. Right now, we have some snow, light snow through Cheektowaga, but we are picking up an intensity with the lake band, heavy snow through Newstead into Rapids as well, and also as you head into Royalton, and lightens up as you head into Medina and also Ridgeway, but the lake band still does extend out toward Orleans County. Also, we have winds right now gusting 36 for Buffalo, Hamburg, and into Tonawanda 32. We could continue to see gusts up to around 40, so that further reducing visibilities with that blowing snow as well. So future look showing that band slowly shifting south once again as we progress through the early evening hours to once again affect downtown Buffalo into Cheektowaga, Elma as well to Alden, and then as we progress mid-evening probably down to East Aurora again, getting some heavy lake effect snow, accumulating snow once again into Hamburg as well. And then as we look south here, we can see that progression late tonight. Concord, even Collins and Evans getting some heavy snow once again. That's the latest. We'll have more updates, of course. Back to you right now.
Thanks, Jen. Those wind speeds have increased. That's going to make driving a lot trickier.
Yep, sure is.
Well, before the lake effect band moved north, it dumped more than a foot on the south towns. Yeah, Two on Your Side's Ron Plants is still live there right now in Hamburg. He has an update on the cleanup going on there. Ron?
Yeah, Scott and Mary Alice, I'm sorry I can barely hear you here. We were previously over in Orchard Park, and we were there because, quite frankly, the south towns really got hammered overnight. Again, I'll keep telling this. I went to the supermarket about 8 o'clock. It started snowing heavily there on McKinley Parkway. And then when I got home, I could just see the snow continuously coming down at that point. And that continued throughout the evening hours into the early morning hours before the band started to shift up north. So we decided now to come over to Hamburg because they were hit even harder, from what we understand, than Orchard Park. And we did speak to the Hamburg town supervisor about what they encountered. Here's what he had to say.
Last night, we were taken a bit by surprise. We knew we were going to get probably 4 to 8 inches, but we actually got up to 3 feet in some parts of town, especially north of Southwestern Boulevard.
And what the concern is that snow band could drift down this way again tonight. So these areas that were really hit hard overnight going into today are going to get more in the evening hours and the overnight hours. So they've still got a lot of work to do here. It's the saga of the South Towns. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Ron, thank you for that report. We appreciate it. And just a few hours ago, we got an update from Buffalo's Mayor Byron Brown.
2 on your sides. Dave McKinley is live in downtown Buffalo. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Scott and Mary Alice. Strong winds, bone-chilling cold. The snow you see flying around downtown Buffalo isn't so much falling as it is blowing. And it means that the area down here that got slammed earlier by that lake effect band which moved north, the story is about to change because it's coming on back here. And when it does, it's expected to bring 1 to 3 inches per hour. Earlier today, Mayor Brown had said that anyone who had made it into downtown for work ought to head home before that ban made a return performance to these parts. Now, that driving ban that went into effect for areas south of Broadway and still exists, he says, was put into effect for more reasons than just snow-clogged streets and poor visibility.
It also keeps streets clear of traffic so we can do the work that we need to do to open up roads and to get back to normal as quickly as possible.
We had our private contractors engaged this morning, and we have them dedicated to those areas that were hardest hit.
And according to City Streets Commissioner Nate Martin there, that would be South Buffalo, where most of the 200 pieces of snow moving equipment the city currently has on the streets is concentrated. Due to the weather conditions, the Buffalo Sabres have postponed tonight's contest. That'll be rescheduled for tomorrow night, and already the Buffalo Public Schools say no classes tomorrow. For now, we're live on your side from downtown Buffalo. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
All righty, thank you, Dave. And of course, the city of Buffalo is not alone. The latest closings are scrolling right there at the bottom of your screen.
And stay with 2 on your side for the latest updates. And as the storm continues, be sure to download the WGRZ app to see Storm Team 2's latest forecasts, our great live radar, and to receive any weather alerts. It's free to download right now in the App Store and Google Play.
Well, as we leave you now, we have a live look over a snowy downtown Buffalo. We made our ride in several hours ago, and there was virtually no wind, maybe 15 miles an hour. It's going to be double that for folks a little bit later, within the hour, actually. So driving is going to get even more treacherous.
Yeah, you can see the wall of snow moving into downtown Buffalo pretty soon. We'll have the latest updates. Don't forget, Most Buffalo begins at 4 o'clock for a comprehensive snowstorm coverage. Have a good afternoon. Stay safe. We'll see you then.